Hey guys, Adam Shaw here. I've had a few requests for this fight, Stamp versus Supergirl. Some people think it was a controversial decision. I didn't watch it live, so I'm going to watch it now. I'll give you my honest opinion and see what I think. Yeah, some people thought that it was a controversial decision, and yeah, some people thought that they were just sparring and carrying each other through. Um, yeah, but we'll see. I know Stamp was preparing for a different fight. She was supposed to fight Anissa Mexen, who had personal issues, and she didn't. One FC is saying that she didn't turn up to the weigh-in, but I don't imagine that Anissa would be that unprofessional. She's a very experienced fighter. She's very good. I can't see that that was what happened. But that fight was supposed to be a mixed rule set. I think it was like one Muay Thai round, one MMA round. I could be wrong. If you know, then please let me know in the comments. Wow. Okay. So this is a kickboxing fight. Let's have a look. Okay. Well, Supergirl's pushing forward. So the so punches and kicks score equally in kickboxing. Um, Even though Supergirl was landing a lot, like she was throwing a lot of boxing, Stamp was still landing leg kicks. So yeah, I mean, I just read in the comments from the that were on the Superbon and Alazov fight that people were saying that this fight was controversial. Um, yeah, so yeah, I mean, Stamp's definitely landing some clean techniques of her own. Supergirl just looks a bit busier on the outside. I mean, there's a big height difference, isn't there? So, as I've said in my previous videos, like I haven't been back watching fights for long. I used to fight a lot, and I used to watch fights. I still do judge fights too, um, but I've only been back watching fights since I started my YouTube channel like 2 weeks ago. Um, so I'm not sure about all these new people that are around now, like Borkow and Yods and Chloe were the kind of guys that I was watching. Um, so I don't know how how Stamp and Supergirl normally fight. I mean, Stamp seems to be like, more comfortable going backwards. I don't know if that's how she normally fights. So if you do know, like, please just leave a comment. Um, I mean, Stamp, her boxing's effective. Supergirl's coming forward and she looks like she might be more dominant, but she's not really landing anything. Stamp seems to be really targeting that lead leg, and that like she is landing some decent punches. Nice. Yeah, I mean, neither of them are particularly busy, are they? That like it's a very like flighty kind of fight so far. There's a decent height difference, isn't there? Wow, that's a nice little exchange there. But I mean, again, nothing really landed. I don't think. Supergirl's got like a habit already. I can see of like her arms coming around just around the side a little bit more like a hook. I think she'd have more success with just straighter punches, especially against a shorter opponent like Stamp. What if I was coaching Supergirl for this fight? I know that they didn't have much time because it was a last minute matchmaking, but I'd really wanted to be working long and jab 1-2 1-2 push kicks and be back out again. Instead, she's coming forward and kind of staying forward and exchanging with Stamp, and she's not getting the better of the exchanges. So I think that was the first exchange. So it looks like from the outside, if you're just watching this, you'd think that she was on top of Stamp there. But if you look, Stamp's landing quite a few leg kicks. Yeah, I mean, that's 3. Now, bear in mind everything lands equally, so 4 leg kicks landed there. Yeah, there was... Yeah, I mean, nothing really clean landed by Supergirl. Yeah. I'd probably give that round to Stamp. I could if you watch that and you give it to Supergirl, I can see why, but I think you'd be making a bit of a mistake. Because she, like, even though she was busier and controlling the cage, she wasn't really landing anything too effective. But if you disagree, then I totally respect what you're saying. Please, like, if you've got any opinions, just put them in the comments. Did she drop her then? Yeah, I mean, the ref made a good call then by not counting. I think, was this the same ref that was in with Superbon and Alazov? I've got a feeling it might be, and he didn't count Superbon when Superbon got dropped. I didn't really understand that. It's a nice little exchange again. Okay, that was a better exchange for Supergirl. I mean, yeah, that was much nicer. I mean, she's doing well here, but I'd just like her to be busy. I'd like her to keep popping out the jab and the front kick. Okay. See what she just did? That jab. She really committed to it without putting anything else behind it. I'd like her to just use her front foot and maybe keep her back foot where it was, and then just get back out again. Stick and move rather than sticking. I think the referee needs to be having a word here. Come on, more action. I think this is definitely a better round for Supergirl. Okay, come on. Yeah, this is where I can see why people would think this is like a glorified sparring match now. They shouldn't be doing that. I think, it's much better from Supergirl. I mean, that was a nice combination that she threw there. I'd just like her to see. I'd like to see her doing more to win this. I think she's probably down around, and she's doing okay, but she's not really putting it on Stamp either. Yeah, I mean, that's very sparry, isn't it? I mean, why would you? Yeah, I mean, that was silly. Don't do that, Stamp. Yeah. For as much as I'd like to see Supergirl, working and trying, taking the fight from Stamp and sticking and moving, I'd also like to see Stamp coming forward more, because she can't just assume that she's going to win this. There's no way that she thinks that she's busy enough here. No? Oh. It's quite funny, like, she said that didn't hit her, but then a mouth guard's all like that. Come on. That was a little bit clumsy there by Stamp. I mean, what did she do? Is that a knee into a straight right? What? Just looked a little bit messy. Not very Fairtex like. Yeah. That was a much better round for Supergirl, I think. But to be honest, it doesn't look to me like either of them really want to win the fight, do they? It's a very There's moments where they're like, what was that game? Beyblade. Yeah, it looks like they're doing that, like coming in and like getting each other and then back out again. And there are moments of that, but I don't think either of them want to take the fight from the other person. Are they friends? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that was just a slip. I'm glad that the referee didn't count that. Much better combination by Supergirl. I mean, I'm going to show that again. I'm sorry, I'll probably annoy you. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I mean, pretty much an 8-punch combination there. And a teep to the legs. I mean, that was better from her. I'd like to see more of it. There are moments that she looks quite tired, Supergirl. I think, you've got to have it even going into this round. I think, it's a must system. So, I'd probably go 10-9 Stamp, 10-9 Supergirl for the second round. So, let's see. Okay, that's a foul. Remember, Alazov got told off for doing the same thing, catching a kick and throwing some hands. But you got to remember, Stamp was preparing to fight in a kickboxing, a Muay Thai fight. Or mixed rules, whatever. Oh, that was a nice kick by Stamp. She's definitely strong. I've seen her say that she's not interested in a fight with Anissa now, which I think is a shame. I think Anissa would really give her a good run for the money. I'd probably have Anissa as a favourite going into that fight. But yeah, they've made Anissa sound unprofessional. I think that's a bit unfair. I mean, we don't know the circumstances of why she didn't turn up, but it would be very unlike her. See that again. Keep boom. I mean, Stamp she's working effectively in this round, but there's still a lot of they're still kind of making it into a Muay Thai fight, where kicks and knees and stuff score more, and then this glove touching and moving up your shorts and stuff. I like Muay Thai, but I prefer to watch it. Wow, that's a nice little combination. Proper beating her up. Yeah, I mean, Supergirl knows that she's down here. Like, I think she's just not busy enough. She really needs to put it on her. Because Stamp's happy to not engage. Look, she's happy to just keep walking around and letting Supergirl bring the fight to her. Supergirl could absolutely steal this from her. Nice. That's some nice work by Stamp there. There are times where Supergirl looks like the busier fighter, but she's just not landing anything clean, which of course it has to be. You can't score punches that miss or just hit the glove. I would have liked to have seen the ref be a little bit more. Ooh, is that a foul? You're allowed to throw a spinning backhand, but not a fist. Not an elbow, sorry. So, yeah, it was... Yeah, I mean... Luckily, it didn't stop any action or anything, so it was okay. Yeah, obviously a lot of respect between these two. Yeah, I mean, so we already know Stamp wins by split decision. I think, you'd have to give the first round to Stamp. Second round, I would have given to Supergirl, and then the third round, I can understand either way, but personally I would give it to Stamp. I mean, if you agree or disagree, please just let me know. You know, I'll read every comment, so you know, I'm happy to have a conversation with anybody that wants to, you know, give an opinion. It was like a very it did look a bit like a sparring match, though, didn't it? There was a lot of glove touching and you know, whatever. I mean, I think these two are probably friends on some level, so you know. There is a big height difference, isn't there? Yeah, if you've got any fights that you want me to react to or anything, your training videos, your fights, I'm more than happy to make one of these videos for you. Just I've got my socials in the description, so just let me know. I'll just let this go to the decision, and then yeah, I'll end the stream. I think Supergirl probably knows that she wasn't busy enough. How did you score it? Because, you know, let me know how you'd have scored it, because, you know, I can understand both sides. But, you know, I'd go with the Stamp too. Okay, well, I hope to speak to you guys soon. See ya.